Hello everyone, here we are back at the brown couch, and if anyone knows me from my videos, they'll know that I do actually quite like limited editions, and there is a great big backlog of games for me to still go through, but I thought I'd pull this one together, seeming as it's probably one of the quickest and the easiest videos I can actually do to actually, start hacking down some of these games I've got to show you. I'm going to show you 3 limited editions that have come out over the last few weeks, and basically, well, month and a bit, I'd say, and that have probably cost me quite a bit of money, to be honest. There's always that bottleneck around about October and November when tons of games come out, and these are 3 that I'm really quite looking forward to playing. So the first game I'll show you is this. So there we go, Borderlands 2, and this is the Deluxe Vault Hunters Collector's Edition. Absolutely huge fan of the original. I've played this through. I basically put a lot of games aside that I could play, and I'll show you in future videos, just because I knew that this was going to take up so much time, and I loved it from beginning to end. Playing through the DLC at the moment, and some of the DLC, sorry, the first lot has been released, and it's called Captain Scarlet, and that's very good too, but absolutely stunning game, lived up to that promise. The amount of missions in the game, the storyline's much better than the original, and mind-bogglingly amounts of weapons in the game. It's just, there's a game in itself in managing the weapons almost. So I'll show you what you're actually getting here. So there you go, there's the actual game disc itself. You get quite a lot of DLC in this, and yeah, a lot of this is basically DLC. No game disc because it's actually in the computer at the moment, but yeah, you get a gun pack, Vault Hunter's Relic, new character class which came out, it's called the Gunzerker. A golden key, which basically gives you weapons to whatever level your character is, so it's good to actually hold on to that. So yeah, you do get a ton of stuff with this. This really wasn't the cheapest edition that's out there. I think it was about, I think it's about 60 quid, and I think I got it quite cheap as well, so not the cheapest edition out there, but it's a good one. I like it. There's a bobblehead in there as well. Reminds me very much of Fallout. And it's Marcus from Marcus Munitions. As you can see, I've not taken that one out of the case. And there is, let's have a look. There's some kind of transfery type stickers in here as well. Not too astounding, but it's alright for them to chuck that in. And there's a map as well, a big kind of all over a map. It's like a poster-sized thing. More DLC, and rather plush, and I don't know if you can see the embossing on there. Borderlands 2 art book, and you know how much I love these art books. And again, lots of detail about the design of the game, the levels, the weapons. I absolutely love this stuff, and yeah, it's a very, very good example. You get a bit of idea in the mindset of where they actually want to go with these characters. There's a bit of behind the scenes work in there as well. So all in all, a good special edition. I have already seen this quite a bit cheaper than I actually paid for it, but I don't care. I had it from launch, and I didn't want to take that risk of not being able to pick it up at some point, or having to pick it up at some daft amount. So, next game I'm going to show you is probably a game I'm not going to get on for a long time. And it's the Assassin's Creed 3 Join or Die edition. Similar price to the Borderlands 2 set, this one. And you'll see why when I actually show you what's in there. Really nice kind of exclusive artwork on this edition. Really, just a feeling of quality in this set. Big fan of the Assassin's Creed series. Contrary to kind of some people, I really quite like the original, and the sequel is even better. Assassin's Creed 2 is absolutely amazing. I think I'm about 3 or 4 achievements off getting 1,000 points on that one. And the only reason I've not finished it is because one of my main game save corrupted, and I had to start all over again. So I kind of put that down after putting about 30 or 40 hours into it, just because I felt a bit gutted. But I will go back to that before I crack on with this. So this one's not going to probably get paid for quite a while, but I've got it now in the collection. It's a nice set. Now, I don't know if you can see that. There's a kind of like a leathery type pouch in there as well, in there, with the Assassin's Creed 3 logo on it. Some kind of great big coin in there, or some talisman or something like that as well. Join or Die on there. Completely utterly pointless, but again, nice little nice little item in the old set. So we've got, there we go. So we've got a book in there as well, and it's got a weathered leather effect on there. And I believe this is kind of like some kind of journal, and it looks like it's background on some of the characters and some of the locations as well. It looks quite cool. And there's a bookmark in there that, again, there's some kind of symbolism with the game in that one. I'll have a look at the description, and I'll tell you what these actually is, what the description is of these things. Right, so George Washington's notebook in there as well. Connor's medallion, and it must actually relate to the game itself. So the other additional things in here are, you get extra DLC by the look of it, and it's single player mission Ghost of War, and a multiplayer package as well. So again, as well as the tap that you get in there, you get quite a bit of DLC. Main game disc itself, which I was really surprised is 2 disc. But for all the content that one of my friends basically told me about, I could probably see why it is on 2 discs. And I think as the Xbox gets older and older, we're going to see more of these double disc ones as well. So there's all the DLC. There's Uplay Passport. If you've got any of the UBI soft games, you'll be aware of that by now. Really kind of just shitty basic manual in there. Yeah, that's absolutely pathetic. And the box is one of these save the earth flimsy jobs as well, so not very pleased about that, but you know, I've come to tend to expect these now. It just seems such a shame when the limited edition stuff you actually get in there is quite nice, and then they put a bit of crap in like that, really. So that's, yeah, it's a bit rubbish, but by all accounts, game's very good. It looks good. Can't wait to give that one a whirl. Nice limited edition. And last, but certainly not least, a game that you might have heard of. There we go. Halo 4 limited edition. absolutely cracking box set. After, yeah, I made sure that I finished Borderlands 2 before this came out, so I'm cracking on with this now. I'm on chapter 3, and lovely. That's all I can say. Feels familiar to Halo fans, but also feels a little bit different. Graphically, I'm hard pushed to think of a better looking game on the 360, and yeah, just feels like you're back in that Halo world, and the beginning of it basically gave me goosebumps. It's just absolutely amazing seeing the Master Chief come back, and that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you anymore. Quite a lot of added stuff in this. As you'll see, the box is kind of quite an interesting design. It's got a magnetic tab on there, so you lift that up, and all your contents are in here. There's a bit of a Reach feel to this as well, a Reach limited edition feel. So it's in a, there we go, in a white steel book that looks quite sexy actually. Oh, there's my Borderlands 2 disc. 2 discs in there, one's for the campaign, one's for the normal game. I'll tell you what, I'll get you the disc out just to show you. So, that's the other disc. Sorry, I just had to pull that out the Xbox then. And there's a couple of envelopes in here, not quite sure what these are yet. Yeah, this is something to do with the actual plot of the game, not quite sure what this is. It looks like some kind of letter, some kind of mission briefing, so that's quite cool. I'm sure it's something to do with the plot of the game. I thought this was DLC, but I don't think it is. I think this pack here contains DLC, but I'm not quite sure. Oh. There we go. Let's open this one up. Yeah, these are all DLC codes in there. That's quite a nice little touch, that actually. So a lot of this is kind of like, it's almost like mission briefing stuff. It's really quite kind of cool. And what's this here? Wow, I've no idea what this is to do with the storyline, but again, this looks like some kind of a schematic in there for a Spartan armor, and yeah, there's a proper kind of like a meeting log type thing, and like the Reach limited edition, like the notebook in there, there's loads of little artifacts in here, you know, little bits of story and background, which will all be interesting for kind of like there's all the weapons in there as well, for, you know, for completist's sake. I tend to look at all this stuff after I've actually finished the game, so I'm looking forward to going through that at some point. See what else, see what the contents mentioned here. The digital contents actually getting the limited edition are 3 wargame map packs, makes 9 maps in total. Here will Halo 4 Forward Unto Dawn Special Edition Live Action Series, no idea what that is, that's probably a video. Launched access to 6 specialisations, that'll be the multiplayer, unique in-game skins and emblem, Avatar cryotube prop, no idea what that is, Avatar Spartan armor, so that'll be for your little character on Xbox Live. Welcome note, armor schematic, mission brief pouch, Combat deck score sheet. No idea. That is secret letter. Cool. So yeah, you get a ton of stuff with that. So very happy with the game so far. As I say, I'm playing that mainly at the moment. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to be pretty quiet, and over the next few weeks with brand new releases, and I'll be catching up on other stuff that I've bought. But yeah, it's been a busy few months for new games, and yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll be back with another video soon. So see you all later. Goodbye.